Hey, hello everybody, welcome to the sound test stream. Okay, so today we are taking a look at the Accusonus noise remover, and also in a moment we shall have a look at the Accusonus reverb remover too. So what I've done here is I've recorded a terrible quality vocal, just me talking about the Accusonus for it's not long, a minute or so, and it's rubbish. It was recorded directly on my iPad microphone. I had the window open. The quality is terrible. We're going to fix it up with the noise remover, and then we'll apply a little bit of EQ to make it sound a little bit better as well. So the point is here with the noise remover is the Accusonus will remove, it's basically one knob control here. You've got this great big knob here. You can increase the output. You have different curves, envelope curves, for how it works. It does its job, and it does it very, very, very well. So if you're a broadcaster and you're broadcasting, you've got noisy recording, etc., etc., this is just ideal. Also, other things, if you've recorded like maybe your friend playing guitar or whatever, or etc., etc., that kind of thing, and you've just got some background noise you really don't want, this will actually remove it for you in a really, it's a very, very good. So I'm going to close out this microphone now, and I'm going to play this audio for you so you can hear just how terribly the quality is. Sometimes you may want to take your recorder outside to do some sampling work. You may be interviewing somebody, and you really don't need all the background ambience and noise and stuff that generally goes on. Well, the Accusonus noise remover plugin actually deals with this in a very, very, very clever way. And it's basically one knob control with a few different. So, okay, you get the idea. It's pretty naff, it's not I mean, it's all right, but, you wouldn't want to, if you were broadcasting and you were interviewing something, and then later on you wanted to put it on your radio show or your podcast or whatever, Anyway, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to play it, and then I'm going to start to adjust the control on the noise remover, just so you can hear how good this is, okay? Sometimes you may want to take your recorder outside to do some sampling work. You may be interviewing somebody, and you really don't need all the background ambience and noise and stuff that generally goes on. Well, the Accusonus noise remover plugin actually deals with this in a very, very, very clever way. And it's basically one knob control with a few different curves and stuff to remove the noise. But as you can hear, this is quite a noisy recording. You might be interviewing somebody. This is great for people who are broadcasting. If you're broadcasting in a noisy environment, for instance, when you take that file back to your studio, you'll want to clean it up, and you want to clean it up in the fastest possible way, in the best way as well. So the Accusonus stuff, it really does do an exceptionally good job at what it's supposed to do. And in this case, the Accusonus noise remover, as you can hear, has removed all that nonsense in the background, that hiss, and just the general nonsense that goes on when you're recording live audio. I mean, also as well for people who are taking samplers out. You want to sample a sound. You want to get as good a possible recording as possible of that sound, without any background interference. So once you've done this, you can freeze this audio and it'll be as is to do further editing on. Anyway, I shall join you back in a sec. Okay, so I mean, I think that's pretty remarkable, for just one dial-in control. Now, if you've got other stuff going on in the background, you might have a bit of soundtracker going on. You're not going to hear any artifacts. It's very difficult to hear any artifacts anyway. Now, the vocal also needs some EQ adjustment, obviously, because it was just recorded through an iPad microphone. You also have A/B comparison. You might have noticed on here. You can also switch the thing on and off. You can also resize here. So you have this one, and then 150, which I'm using now, and then you could go 200%. Bit big for this monitor.
But, many monitors are, massive. So that's going to come in really handy. Okay, so we're going to play the same thing again. I've also made some slight EQ adjustments already there. I've just got the Spectrum EQ turned off, the standard reason EQ. So we'll close the microphone out again, and then I will apply the noise remover and then also apply the Spectrum EQ.
Sometimes you may want to take your recorder outside. Sometimes you may want to take your recorder outside to do some sampling work. You may be interviewing somebody, and you really don't need all the background ambience and noise and stuff that generally goes on. Well, the Accusonus noise remover plugin actually deals with this in a very, very, very clever way. And it's basically one knob control with a few different curves and stuff to remove the noise. But as you can hear, this is quite a noisy recording. You might be interviewing somebody. This is great for people who are broadcasting. If you're broadcasting in a noisy environment, for instance, when you take that file back to your studio, you'll want to clean it up, and you want to clean it up in the fastest possible way, in the best way as well. So the Accusonus.
So there you go. Now, to be honest with you, I think that's gone from a pretty terrible recording to something that's passable for a podcast or a broadcast or something that you're just going to put through. I mean, and bearing in mind, it was recorded just with an iPad microphone, so really, really nothing special at all. So I think the noise remover has made a huge difference. And then applying a little bit of EQ, you're good to go with a pretty good sounding vocal, I reckon.
Stuff. Really?
Now, okay, so let's get on to something else. Okay, so I'm going to mute this, and we're going to look at the actual reverb remover. So let's open that again. So you'll see again, it's, let's keep that open, one knob control for the reverb remover. It's brilliant. You can buy these as kind of a suite, or you can buy them individually if you want to. The best value is buy them as a suite, makes sense. Now, anyway, reverb remover. Why may you want a reverb remover? Well, you would know why you would want a reverb remover. So here I have a Dr. Octo Rex, and loaded into that is a trap drum loop that comes with it. That comes already with reverb on, so I can't take the reverb off this loop. Okay, so something like that, or you might have you might be recording a rehearsal or a session or a live gig in a pub or a club or somewhere like that. You want to get that file back again. You want to remove any kind of i.e. noise or reverb from that mix, so you get as clean a possible sound that you can get, basically. So let's just enable this. Let's just run this loop, and just watch my volume settings. Hang on. Okay, so all the top end there, like the hi-hats and things, have got reverb on them already. Let's apply the reverb remover. Now, I think maybe for this one, the actual envelope curves that you can use, this one would be pretty good, which would, it would start with the attack and bring it in, but you can mess around. But I mean, I'm telling you, the thing sounds epic, just epic. Again, you have A and B. So there you go, guys. There is a look at the noise remover and the reverb remover. I mean, there's nothing really else you can do with them, you know, because that's what they do. And they one knob control. It's the speed of processing that's remarkable as well. You're not wasting time, you know. And that's hearing it absolutely clean. That's hearing what the effect is actually doing. Once you put that into a mix, I guarantee it will just sound absolutely epic. Just epic. Awesome job. Okay, so there you go. Accusonus, the reverb remover, and also we looked at the noise remover too, which is also remarkable as well. You know, I mean, for instance, if I wanted to just as a mess around, I could, I suppose, have somebody have it playing over the old vocal track.
Sometimes you may want to take your recorder outside, do some sampling work, you may be interviewing somebody, and you really don't need all the background ambience and noise and stuff that generally goes on. Well, the Accusonus noise remover plugin actually deals with this in a very, very, very clever way. And it's basically one knob control with a few different curves and stuff to remove the noise. But as you can hear, this is quite a noisy recording. You might be interviewing somebody. This is great for people who are broadcasting. If you're broadcasting in a noisy environment, for instance, when you take that file back to your studio, you'll want to clean it up, and you want to clean it up in the fastest possible way, in the best way as well. So the Accusonus stuff, it really does do an exceptionally good job at what it's supposed to do. And in this case, the Accusonus noise remover.
There you go, guys. Awesome. It's just awesome. All right, thanks for watching. I'll put links in for the Accusonus website. You can check out their stuff there. I think you might even be able to get it. I think there's a free trial available as well. So, you know, you can try it out, see if it's suitable for you, what you need. But, you know, many times, you know, there's been things, you know, guitar hum, you know, from amplifiers and stuff like that. That's the one. That's the one that gets me. Just before the guitar should start, like you get it going, and it'll switch on you. And you can hear it, and I think, oh no, take it out, take it out. So do loads of audio editing and stuff like that to get rid of this. Just dial it in with a bit of noise remover. Epic, just epic. Well worth your $1, I reckon. All right then, guys, thanks for watching. Yeah, give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to the channel, consider becoming a patron, and I will see you guys later. Ta-ra.